It's multiple choice, very easy, and I would like to ask you to participate. They are not easy. I think I'm allowed to tell you that Yabibal answered 46% correct. I know nobody who answered more than 8%, 8 questions correct. And the astonishing thing is that on average, people have difficulties answering those questions. So I'm very excited to find out how about data scientists, how you are doing on that test. So please do the test and send your result, the percentage, back to me so that we can create an overall average. That's all from my side.
Great.
Oh, this, by the way, this is the book he wrote afterwards to help people to understand why they have difficulties to see facts. Often we have a lot of our history, or we don't take averages and so on. It's a very interesting book to read as well.
Great. So, so from my side, I think the only thing I have is that about I went through the air quality analysis, at least in detail, and I feel like the combined work could be an article, and that's where I posted. And probably later in the afternoon, I will be talking to those group, just how we plan forward. And for the other groups, and I think it's like there is solid work in both the so the quality, food quality and food quantity. And I haven't still went in detail in terms of like how much content is there, whether they can be 2 papers or 1 paper. So that's one thing I would like to do today and get back again in the afternoon or tomorrow. But the conferences that I suggested are so tight in deadline. That would be 15 October and 17 October. That's kind of not realistic because the writing as it is there, what I noticed, it's good, like you have put something, but it's not at all in the quality that we want. And we need to do literature reviews, and we need to plot differently and stuff like that, just highlighting the whatever the result is there. So we'll talk on that. And I think, yeah, I would also like, I'm keen to hear how people have performed yesterday in terms of the Upwork. Like, did you manage to, I know that a few people have requested a few work, but I would like to know just how much success or the kind of the state you are in that direction. So back to you, Arun.
Last point from my side before we go into the stand-up, and the questions we have are just how are people doing with jobs and what are we finding? Just a reminder to please fill in this Excel sheet. So it's paperwork, always smells, nobody likes it, I don't like it either, but it's really useful for us to track and also to share with everyone else how everyone is doing. And I mean, just to underline, we said this week we're sharing and everything is open, but I think I saw 1 or 2 discussions on Slack. I think we're expecting that nobody is quote unquote stealing other people's jobs. So if you're posting a job and looking for advice, let's take it as expected that, you know, you don't see someone else asking for advice on a job and other people are sort of trying to steal that job away. So this is by no means a race to the bottom. So just to set that expectation, but I think that was understood anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. All right, how are we doing, guys?
Nomination, suggestion.
And someone who can tell me how to pronounce his name, Ojueji. This is our speaker tonight, Kalechi, and that's his surname. I have no idea how to say it. Who's up, guys?
Biniam. So Biniam has been voted twice. This is the first time I've seen that in the same 2 rows.
And I was going to talk anyway. Like, I haven't seen the nominations. I was going to talk, and then I saw my name in the chat box. So, good morning, everyone. So yesterday I didn't do anything, and that's on purpose. The past 12 weeks has been intense, so I decided to do some reflection on myself and take the day off and like put myself together so that I can begin the job hunt today. Since I already have my Upwork account approved, I don't have to wait for anything to start. So I will be sitting all day today and trying to find jobs, not only on Upwork, but I have also identified many sites that I can use to my advantage to get jobs. For example, the Isaac site, one of the guest speakers was talking about this site. There's so Isaac is a youth organization, but they also do job matching, short-term and long-term internships. You get paid and you get to do what you want. You can select a specific path and they will present you with a lot of opportunities, internship and job opportunities. And the other one is I think it's called Jumpstart. Samuel posted about this somewhere in our Slack. So I also set up my account on Jumpstart, and today I'm going to apply for some of the jobs. So that's my plan for today. And I also said yesterday there was no AMA. I don't know what happened. So today, if there's any, I'm looking forward for Lawal's AMA. Thank you.
We missed the AMA yesterday because Teacher Sunimi wasn't here.
Next is Nabil.
Hi guys, good morning.
Morning.
So I have already edited my Upwork profile like a month ago, so I didn't do anything on that. And I didn't want to start applying for jobs because some jobs require some skills, and I don't want to just dive in and disappoint my clients. So yesterday and like today morning, I've been taking this web scraping course on Datacam. I just finished it this morning. So in the afternoon, I'm planning to apply for jobs, web scraping jobs for entry level, and like work my way through. Yeah, that's my plan.
So Emmanuel? Is Emmanuel online? Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Yababe, and every other person.
Morning.
So yesterday has been good. I had an Upwork profile already successfully created using the cheat that I told Aaron about. So so that is what has been happening first. So I was enjoying my Upwork profile, trying to apply for some jobs and my connect is now reducing. So I have just like 8 connects now. So, but this morning, I don't know. I applied for a job yesterday, and this morning is like the person got back to me. So I'm seeing progress. Like it's moving forward, but I don't know exactly where this will end. So I'm like this is getting interesting for me. So I'm like I don't understand what this person wants clearly, but I know like somehow I think with the help of the community and everything, I'll be able to do this work. So I'm happy that there's a community, and I'm happy that things are going well, at least in some ways for me with this Upwork. So, and I'm also working on some paper poster that we are trying to submit and other different things. So everything has been going well for me in some ways. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Great. Arun, are you gonna reply for that or?
Yeah, Emmanuel, I'll take your suggestion and I'll use a non-Gmail account. But can you tell me how to pronounce this name? Oguegi? Ueji? Ojueji?
That name is it's not a Yoruba name, it's an Igbo name. It's an Igbo name. So even me, it's not easy for me to pronounce it very well. But I would say Ogueji. Possibly that should be the
We have
pronunciation.
different Igbos here?
Ogueji.
Ogueji, okay. Rufia?
Yes, you got that perfect. Ogueji.
I can say his
Like
name
they have
right.
their own explanation in some ways too. So I don't know, Lawal can help or any other person that I know about. But I've stayed in that place, so that's somehow the transition. Ogueji or something like that. So.
Ogueji. All right. Rufia?
Hi, good morning. So the name is actually pronounced Ogweji. That's how it's actually pronounced. So,
Okay.
so well, from my side, as well, I'm still on creating my Upwork account, and apart from that, I have like a lot of other things going on with me that I'm trying to like decide on. So yeah, so I'm still on my Upwork account. I would probably be talking to Emmanuel on the cheats and how to get the cheat. So I think I don't really have anything much from my side. So thank you.
All right, who else wants to go? Anyone else successfully got a job or a response?
Rahel,
Good morning, everyone.
go on. Hi.
Good morning. Okay, so okay, I think I was able to create. Okay, so when I was creating my Upwork profile, I was kind of confused. Like, okay, when I looked at what everybody were putting, okay, what can I actually do very well that I can advertise? So I kept on figuring it out. I was like, should I apply? Should I keep putting data science? So what I just kept was Java developer. Like I can teach, I can teach children or something. So well, I'm hoping to get back to it today. I'm hoping to get back to the Upwork today and continue with the process. But it has been approved. My account has been approved, and so I'm just going to continue today to check what I can do next. Yes. So and I want to also ask that if one has applied for a position, like can you change it? So maybe that's my question too.
What, I don't understand your question. Can you change what? Your profile or?
Yes, like probably okay because I kept a teacher what I kept there was not data science. I kept a Java developer teacher, like someone that can teach children or teach anybody. So now, so if I just feel like I want to change the what is on my profile, like when people are searching for me, the job title, if I want to change it to something else, like is it possible to do that, or what is there is what is fixed, like throughout the account? So that's my question.
I have no idea. I have no experience. I'm not even on the platform. You have to ask Olga Manuel about his, how to use Upwork. But I think these are the types of questions we should ask, and we can solve these together. So I think Gerald has some experience. He's working on, maybe Samuel has some experience. So let's post it on the Week 13 channel. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Rahel is up next.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My plan yesterday was to create an Upwork account, and then when I tried, but I found out that I have already created one some time ago. I didn't remember, so I had to just update my skills and stuff, my profile, and I was really surprised at how much I have learned within like this 3 months when I was updating my profile. And yeah, I was looking for some open jobs, and I haven't applied to one, so that's my plan for today. Thank you.
All right, anyone else want to share? How they're doing, applying? I don't know why, for some reason, Lawal is not nominating Lawal. I don't know what this means. Lawal. Double nomination. All right, Lawal, you're up. I don't know how you're prepped for AMA.
Okay, right now.
Are you putting your tie on?
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. I just didn't have anything to say, really. I mean, I haven't even started creating the account and all. So I'm not used to Upwork, I'm used to more Fiverr. So I have an account on Fiverr already. So I plan to create a new gig, because Fiverr is a little bit different from Upwork, where you apply for jobs. It's more like you get your account ready, then people come and give you the gig. So I don't know, maybe I'll try Upwork too, but I'm more Fiverr centric. So maybe today, yeah, most likely today, I'll had my gig on Fiverr, and I'll speak with Emmanuel to give me the cheat on how to create Upwork. I won't talk to Aaron about this, of course. He doesn't have an account himself. So yeah, I think that's just it. Thank you very much.
I can't even make fun of Emmanuel's cheat because I still don't have an account with my own way. Should we head over to David Attenborough for the factfulness and then to the AMA? Eckhart, do you want to launch the quiz and then we can move over to the AMA? Yeah, well, you're muted. I don't know if you're talking.
Okay, I was just searching for the message. I think I will. It's going to be like in. Okay, so what is the title?
Can you sort by Eckhart? No.
So is it one of? Because for example, it's under
the other.
Yeah,
I have to send later.
Okay. So, but if you just you already told them, so is that the only one or two? Do you have one?
One link. It's just one link. I'm going to send you.
Okay.
So that's.
Because what is the end of the site? Like the way, like, do you remember anything from it?
Gapminder.
Okay. Did you use Gapminder or?
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, which one is that? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So should I just do this one then? Okay. So I will just copy that. So I'm going to send it here as well as in the. As well as also in the Slack channel on week 13.
Well, Yababel is posting that. I was just looking up in Slack, and Lawal's new picture, he has this person behind him who looks scared or disgusted by him. I need to understand why he would put that picture.
Please send results to
I mean, yeah.
Send result. Sorry.
No, it's I usually forget these words. Like, okay. Also sent in Slack. Right.
Thanks, everybody.
So, is there anything you want to add, or is it just already you said whatever you want?
No. Sorry. Yeah. Please send the results to me. I will put them together, and hopefully, we can make a good story out of that. And I'm excited to find out how data scientists are doing on that one. Think before you answer.
Yeah. Great. So, I think we can go to the AMA if there is.
Yeah, nothing from my side. Maybe just an observation that I think it seems like the only person who really has a very, very specific idea of exactly what skill they want to focus on is Nabil, where he's identified web scraping and he's kind of picking up the skills that he needs to be ready for the jobs. So that might be one approach to take. But yeah, Prosper, over to you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Lawal, I hope you're good. We're looking forward to talking with you and getting to know you more. So if you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you. Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning. All right, let's get going. If you can turn on your mic, your camera, and all of that, we can get going.
Okay. Hi, Bana.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it? Let's do it. Who is Lawal?
Okay. As cliche as it sounds, of course, I will have to do a little bit of introduction of myself. So, hello everyone. So I'm Lawal looking for so of course when I'm asked to describe who I am, I would say I'm well, quite passionate about. I believe everything we do, every part of our existence, everything, right? Therefore, like most of the things we use are material like. So I'm passionate about synthesizing new materials for our day-to-day activity because I believe okay, that's a very good step towards improving the efficiency of what we do. Yeah,
Lawal, I
that's
think
just
your voice is slightly muffled. Maybe.
okay. What about now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, right.
It's
Okay, right.
better
So,
now.
okay, so when you ask about Lawal, I would like to talk about what I'm passionate about. So I believe our day-to-day activities, everything we do, it's all revolve around materials. So I'm passionate about synthesizing and creating efficient materials to achieve the end. So yeah, that's just who Lawal is at the core. That's the overall aim I have for my life. So yeah, I hope that cuts it.
What memories do you have whilst growing up?
Oh well, thank you. I have the memory of sitting down beside the firewood with my mom, preparing food for the family and all. So quite playful. I don't like staying with my sisters because they used to beat me. So I'm always with my mom. So that of course, anytime they beat me, I can report to her as fast as possible. So I think that's just it.
Okay. So let's go into the chapel. So there are
Okay, right.
questions.
Okay, right. Let me just go there now. Okay. How often do I research? Okay, that's TJ Sunimi. Well, I would say it's it's not about the academic part of research. I mean, if someone should tell me something now I don't know it, I just go to Google and I'll find it out. So I just feel like research is, if not in the strictly academic term of the word, it's something I do every now and then. Because every now and then I figure I don't know something, then I just check online. Well, that's just about it. So how old am I? I'm 22. I was 22 December. I'll be September 7th. So what's my favorite meal? Yeah, my favorite meal is amala. Amala, yeah, and egusi. Okay, so Rafia, what drives me? Well, yeah, it might sound a little bit narcissistic, but then I'll still say it. I think it's my story. The fact that I could get it done once, I feel like I can get it done again. So I just like I, I sort of see myself as a motivation to me. I know it's hard, but then it's just what it is. It's not something I'm very proud of. So yeah. What position am I in the family? I'm the last born and the only guy. So male. So what drives you? I just answered that now. My story. What would you? What would it take you to give chemistry up and pursue data science? Well, I feel like well, that's a very big. Well, I don't see myself giving up chemistry though. I feel, yeah, chemistry is it's more relevant to my overall dream than data science, but they both have an intersection, which I'm very glad of. I got to know that through 10 academy. So it would take a whole lot for me to give up chemistry. A whole lot. Maybe I'm going to chemical engineering, but I don't think it's data science. So do you have a guilty pleasure? Yeah. Well. Not that I can think of now, but there definitely should be one. Yeah. What's your earliest memory? Oh, earliest memory is okay. I had a cousin then when I was younger. She's dead now. Yeah, she lived with us when I was around 4 or 5 years old. So she was a lot older than I am, maybe like 12 years older than I am. So she was always asking me to call her, like to respect her. And I was very troublesome. So she was always chasing me up and down whenever I disrespect her. I think that's the earliest memory of my childhood. So what's the grossest thing I've drunk? Oh, thank you. When I was in 300 level. Oh no, yeah, was it 300 level? Yeah, 300 level. We're doing one course on thermodynamics like that, the most advanced physical chemistry course I did, all this quantum chemistry and all. So we used to go for early morning classes, 7 a.m. So I was living with a guy then, well, literally a drunkard. So his name is Fuad, very good friend of mine. So I didn't know. I was very hungry that morning. We didn't cook the night before. I didn't know the guy had bought Magic Moment and some other drinks and mixed it together inside the flask we used to take to class. So that was the result pick up the flask. Unfortunately, he poured Pepsi there. So I tasted it in quite sweet, carried it to class. So I drank it in. I was tipsy. Lecturer called me. I almost fell down. So I feel that's the grossest thing I've drunk. Like 4 things they mixed together. So if you could switch genders for a length of time of your choosing, would you? Yeah, well, I would want to, just to experience it from the female perspective. I mean, it's such an amazing experience. If so, how long? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know until I've tried it. So yeah, I wouldn't know. What's your philosophy in life? So I'm more of an about Camus person, existentialist. Like I'm an existentialist. I believe inherently life is devoid of meaning. We have to put meaning into our life. So it's like a gift and you have to fill it up. So I adore the guy so much about Camus, even though he has his own shortcomings. But then I think I'll go by his philosophy. What do you want to be when you are small? I wanted to be a doctor, as of course every Nigerian here would understand that. So how would your friends describe you? Most of them would say I'm hardworking, which I still don't believe. So that was the worst gift you've ever received. Oh well, I can't think of any now. But if it's a gift, why would it be worst? I can't think of any now. What are you most thankful for? Yeah, the energy and the strength to keep pushing on for what I have passion for and what I desire. I mean, life keeps being live, showing us Pepe. But then the energy never goes down. So I'm very thankful for that. And I hope the energy never dies. What's on your bucket list for this year? This year has been quite a rough one. I mean, earlier this year, on the 1st January, I had an interview for a program. So I had several interviews beginning of this year. So everything has been drilled. So yeah, so before the end of this year, I don't know. We have to make new plans. So I wish to complete a project I'm working on. I'm working on synthesizing carbon nanotube for treating effluent of fish ponds. So aside from that, I intend to go back to all the 12 weeks, all the document. I've already have everything saved so that I can for 10 Academy, so that I can learn. I don't think I'm really looking for a full-time position before the end of this year. So I just want to complete the project and revise 10 Academy, then use the platform Ilikura got for us so I can really solidify what I've learned. Then also improve my ability to read data science related research material, then being able to like reproduce what they are saying. Because most of the time when I read data science article, I just figured, okay, I can't really get this thing. Like, so that's that. So what are some of your favorite songs? Oh, now, I mean, about song, I'm eclectic. So, I mean, I was still, earlier this morning, I was still downloading several videos of Freddie and some other Ethiopian guys on YouTube. I was moving, shaking body to them. So, for music, I have diverse. I listen to pop, Nigerian music, any music that resonates with me. The rhythm is nice, even though I don't understand like Ethiopian. So, I just enjoy it and shake my body. So, but then my favorite song, of course, Bona is topping the list. He's my guy. So I just love the guy. So I love him. I love his song too. So why do you choose to study chemistry? Well, as you'd always imagine, like as the Nigerian guys here would understand, I didn't choose chemistry to start with, but as I've always tried to do, we make the best out of what life gives to us. I chose medicine and surgery. So apparently the next choice for me was to choose chemistry, which I went for, and I fell in love with it. I just decided I'll just study it for the 4 years and finish my bachelor's. So now I'd even advise anybody I'm seeing that's interested in a bachelor's degree in Nigeria, I'll just tell them to study chemistry, please. It's to teach you the way you learn a lot, not even the chemistry sense. You learn how to think, which is I think is more important than anything. How to synthesize materials. Okay, what part of Ethiopia do you love the most? Thank you. Thank you for coming to this part. So of course the song, I think I've mentioned that severally, and the dancing too. I mean, it's amazing. So I just feel like, yeah, I mean, the stature, like everybody has a lanky posture, most of the people, yeah. So I like that really much. So I mean, so what part of Kenya do you love the most? Well, I'm not really conversant with the Kenyan culture, I know, but then I know they use county instead of state, which I find fascinating, by the way. I mean, it was the memory that told me that. So yeah, that's for me. What part of Rwanda do you love the most? Well, there was this Carnegie Mellon University in Rwanda for a branch of it. The fact that something like that is there, I have a couple of friends there. I feel like something like that. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about Rwanda. If it could be an animal or common being, I'm not answering this question, please. Animal market. If you could, ah, what are you most ashamed of? Please save me. How do you handle high stress situation? Well, how do I handle high stress situation? So basically, I just try to sit back and write things down most of the time. Not even using virtual notes. I take my pen and write things down. Okay, what I want to do, then the order of priority, then what am I feeling? What's actually distressing me? So I write it down. Then in the process of writing it down, then I iterate, and that's what I do. It helps sometimes. What's your biggest fear in life? Wow. For all being for nothing. So I really want everything to amount to something significant. And my efforts. So what mistake do you learn? What mistake do you learn the most from? I feel like not making peace with people before. Yeah. Well, this is very emotional stuff. My girlfriend, my first girlfriend, I mean, she passed on earlier mid last year. So we had our issues. So we didn't settle it before she died. So she tried to reach out to me 3 days before she had an accident. So it wasn't. So I feel like anytime I have an opportunity to just make peace with people, no matter what, I'll just clear it out. Yeah, that's it. So if you had to get one of your sisters to marry one of them, who would you choose for her? Of course, you all know it's Yabeba. I already told the guy, but it's not having it. Then it's fine. A good friend that you meet from 10 Academy. Well, I have both a male and a female, but then, yeah, of course. So what are you best at cooking? I'm not a very good cook, though, but then I cook some things not to make me hungry. So I'll say I can cook kamala and a good seed that I like it. What are the 5 things you are most grateful for? I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful like the gift of life. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my friends, for my family, and for friends. Are you religious? Oh yeah, I am in my own way. I am religious. I believe in the existence of God, and I follow the doctrines of my religion to the best of my abilities. What is the greatest thing you have learned from the academy? The can-do attitude. I mean, you can do it. Yeah, you can actually. I mean, just 6
Lawal?
days, 5 days, those.
If you lift your mic again,
Yes.
would be nicer. Like the mic just closer to your. Yeah, that would be better.
Okay, what about now? Is it okay now?
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, all right. So the greatest thing I've learned from the academy, so the can-do attitude.
So, well, you need to give us the last 15 minutes back. Repeat all the answers. No, I'm just joking.
Thank you. So the can-do attitude. I mean, you can do it. I mean, those immersive projects for like 5 days, and you have to get it done. So amazing stuff. What does Ghana do better than Nigeria? I don't know. Nothing, most likely. But I wouldn't want to say that because Ghanaians are here. They would lynch me. How did you transition into data science? I'm not transiting into data science. I'm just finding a interjection, like a interjection between chemistry and data science, which I believe I've been able to discover. And it's quite amazing. In a relationship, that's a very interesting question. But then the most important thing is I'm not married. I'll just say it's complicated. So what advice will you give to your junior self? To my junior self. I really don't know for reals. I really don't know for reals. I would have said to take life easier for myself. I worried a lot growing up, so I think I'm trying to tone it down a bit now. Rahel. Okay, let me not get to your question first. I'm not even going to answer your question. What is your philosophy of life? I think I mentioned that about Camus. Yeah, existentialist approach. There is inherently no meaning to life, and life is just like tabula rasa, a gift. We have to fill it up. We have to make a conscious decision, conscious decision on what we want to do with our life. So, why do you prefer? What is my day-to-day activity like? So, well, my day-to-day activity is just me trying to just oppose between my career, which I'm passionate about, and keeping myself in good financial standing. So it's just finding an interjection between. So my activities are revolved around the two things, getting along with my friends, and also it's just a bucket of before I sleep the night before. I just think about what I have to do the next morning. So maybe write it down, maybe just add it in my brain. So it's just me trying to fill in what I have to do. So quite boring and all, but then I guess that's what life is. So why do you prefer your camera on all the time? It's just should I answer this question? Hell, you know why? Let me just answer. So I feel like it's a better way to connect with the community, even though we are getting off virtual and all. The least you can do to bring the element of physical into virtual means is to put on the video. I mean, just see each other's face and gestures. I feel like it just helps to connect more. So I feel more connected to the meeting when my video is on. If my video is off, I can just keep doing something else, which is not helping either me or the person on the other end giving me information. I'm wasting my time and I'm not valuing the person's time as well. That's just for me. So to keep my attention, to make sure I'm focused on the meeting to significant amount, I just put the video on. So Arael, please do the needful. Okay, maybe I will just copy Mikali's daily message and forward it to you now. I think that would help. So what advice would you give your older self? I don't even know what my older self is now. Aaron, what would you give to your older self? I'm confused, really. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Wow, interesting question. I'll give you a little brief of where I see myself in 10 years now. Then I'll now give you the remaining, like how on Slack. We'll talk about it more on Slack. But then I'll talk about my career-wise in the next 10 years. There are several parts of my life in the next 10 years, but let me just keep it career-wise. So most likely I see myself working. I see myself like innovating my research findings related to materials up to electric. Let me not get into nitty-gritty, but up to electric materials for like organic sensors and also just organic materials, using them for photochromic materials. So I'll first synthesize the material and test them under the lab condition. So now actually innovating them to actually for real life use. So I think it's kind of a long journey, but in 10 years time I feel like that's what I should be doing. So help me God. So that's just career-wise. How did you know 10 Academy? Well, quite an interesting question. There's this group I am on. Something that still baffles me. I will ask around about it. Maybe I'll privately message him. I'll post it on one of the channels. What kind of advertisement did 10 Academy do to actually reach the kind of people they want? I mean, Harun and Yabeba, they are in Germany, and they reach people in Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, like specified set of people, and everybody I've met here, he's quite competent and impressive. Like their profile is impressive. People trying to do the best they can do to make the world a better place. Young people. So the kind of advertisement 10 Academy is, this just by the way, I really want to know it. Like it must have been like a conscious effort and like something that is direct, not just something random. I'm convinced it's actually something that is intentional. So I got to know about 10 Academy. There is this group page just for Muslim students, like alumni at the University of Badon. So I've been seeing, I think I saw it somewhere before that, but that was the first place I noticed. I just saw the PDF, so I downloaded it, and I felt like, okay, the corona was already creeping in then. So I was like, okay. I already started learning 10 data science since last year, September, on and off. I was really serious. So it just felt like, okay, I saw the course outline, I saw the prerequisite. I felt like, okay, I met some of the prerequisites, save for the statistics part. So I just said, okay, let me give it a shot.
I opened the application material. So I postponed it to like maybe like 2 days before the deadline. I applied. So what are you proud of the most about yourself? Yeah, there are some activities I did when I was an undergraduate. Yeah, I, I spoke with some of my colleagues about some of the problem I faced when I was in secondary school, which some people would call high school, and not having enough information about what opportunities are available to me at the university. I didn't even know there was something called scholarship until I got to 100 level in university. You can imagine. So, and I didn't even know there's something called entrepreneurship. By the way, I'm a first generation student who had very limited information growing up. So I spoke with them and we organized an outreach to public secondary school around Ibadan in Nigeria. So we went there for like 10 weeks. We spoke to them and it was really emotional. I mean, I could understand some of those guys' struggles and we had, we paired some of them to us as mentees. Yeah, some of them have gotten admission to Nigerian universities. Yeah, so studying impressive courses. So it's something that I'm really proud of. So I think that's one. So are you on your way to winning a Nobel Prize? What's that? Bro, Nobel Prize is just out of the way, please. People that even win it, they don't like it. That's another level. It's just out. What are on your bucket list? I think I just mentioned that to complete 10 academy, I've already done that. To complete my research project, I've already done that. And to revise all the 12 weeks of 10 academy. And well, let's see what 2020 brings us. So from there, 2021 rather, from there, push on. What will you tell me for 100 naira run? Trying to end his face. What's your best?
I'll tell you about how we advertised for 100 naira. How to be on Upwork.
Okay, when your profile is accepted, then I'll apply as a client. And I
need the juju from Emmanuel first to get onto Upwork.
So, what was your best moment in the university? Wow, the best moment was of me. Well, having a crush on a lady for like 3 years. I didn't see anything, and I didn't see anything. It was just interesting. Just she was my classmate, just liking her. And I had other girlfriends, by the way, like my class. Like I liked her, but at the same time, she was a friend. She knows I like her, but she likes me. But then I just kept distance. It was very interesting stuff, and yeah, just made the whole university experience interesting. So yeah, what was your worst moment in the university? Well, I would say that one of being tipsy in the class. I was almost rude to my lecturer, and the man liked me a lot. So I'm really glad I didn't. I was just very tipsy. I mean, I barely wrote for the class. So what do you like about Aaron? Well, there are so many things to be admired about Aaron for real though. The fact that there's a fine line between this fine line between being able to be jovial with people and at the same time keeping a strict ground. I feel like Aaron has consciously like learned how to tread on that fine line. We all see him as a friend, and at the same time, would want to make him proud. So I feel like that's something I would like to. That's something I would like to get. That's the skill I would like to learn from him. Maybe I'll private chatting also. So there are like two things now. So you just create your Upwork account. Like you already have 2 gigs waiting for you. So yeah. So it's something. It's impressive because I remember the last project we were doing. Nahum was saying that okay, we have to get this done because Aaron will be quite pissed if we don't. I'm like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's actually true. We both like him at the same time. We fear him. Interesting stuff. So things you learned in 10 academy that I never thought you would. Well, I learned a lot about Ethiopia. So of course, I'm saying that because it's right that is asking the question. I learned a lot about Ethiopia. They are dancing, which I'm learning now. If somebody can play song, I'll show you some moves I've learned. Not from Fredo's, because Fredo wasn't really learning, wasn't really dancing. He was just singing. Everybody was pumped. I was like, wow, I could even hear. I felt like translating, but there was no translation there. But the first one that was played on the hear me, I already learned their dance, the shoulder dance. So that's by the way. So I like the dancing, and yeah, I learned about the cultural diversity in Africa. I learned about the fact that I know much about the Western world than I do about Africa, which is disturbing. And I'm now making a conscious effort to actually know more about neighboring African countries. So what do I like about Yababa? Interesting question. I can remember the first stuff we had, the pre-assessment training. The picture he used then, just like on prayer like this. I like the picture. I didn't even hear from him. Once I saw it, I'm like, wow, this person must be a guru or something. So I saw his name. There were about Fatari. I just went to Google. I pressed the name there. I went to his GitHub profile. I saw a dance guru from Ethiopia. I'm like, wow, interesting. That was the first time I knew that Ethiopians and dancing, they are like one and two. So from there, I think I saw his next Einstein profile. I saw some videos he recorded for it too. So I saw the fact that I studied cosmology and stuff like that. So even before I got into 10 Academy, the pre-assessment stage, I already did a lot of background research about Eva, and I'm like, okay, wow, she's quite interesting. Did this program at South Africa, I went to Italy for his PhD, and I was like, wow, interesting. So I'm a sucker for academic excellence, so I feel like how he has that. So I really admire that. Thank you. That's the song around. So I'll shake somebody now. So let me finish my let me finish okay, I should finish the MA first. Okay, right. So I'll dance later. So 200 naira, that's no problem. 200 naira is small. Just get accepted first, then we'll apply. What's your final year project about? Okay, so there's a class of materials, hydrazone. It's an inorganic material, so I synthesized a ligand and I compressed it with metal salt. So like I generated like 15 class of metal complexes of hydrazone. So I kind of analyzed them and did characterization. Like after synthesizing this stuff, I want to be sure of the structural, how it looks like when I want to draw it on paper. So I had to do analysis to kind of predict its structure, maybe then carry out X-ray to certify that okay, what I've done is actually right. So I did that, and I did some biological tests for the microbial abilities of some of these materials. So when I reported it, so that's just all I did for my final year project. What was the service there like? Quite interesting. I started from my father's house, so I was posted to a technical college. So I didn't really do much. I only went there for like 2 times in a week. So I had time for other stuff. So that's when I started learning data science, and I was working on grad school last year. So I had a lot of time. So quite interesting. I made a lot of friends too. Male and female. So, but the female relationship was more interesting. Show some of your movie learn from Ethiopian dances. So when I'm done, when I'm done with all the question, I will just dance. Just somebody, I'll shake. What university? I attended the University of Ibadan. So yeah, so that's just that. Well, I kind of like chemistry, I guess. So I mean that's the idea. I mean I'm straight and I don't hide that. Okay, so if that's all the questions, so you can play the song now. So this guy did that. Now feeling of hope.
We need to see more of your body, Lawal. You gotta stand up.
No, I'm not standing up. Sorry.
No, we can't see the shoulders.
I'm actually at work. So
but you can dance. You can dance sitting down, but you can't stand up and dance.
Yes, because standing up, everybody will notice me. So if that's all the question, thank you all for the amazing question and letting me actually discover more about myself than I know some few minutes from now. So yeah, I guess that's just about it. Yep.
Awesome.
Is it myself?
It's been a wonderful.
Your service is breaking.
Thanks
Is it my
for
service?
allowing us get to know you more. You're very smart, young man. Keep up the good
Okay.
way.
Thank you.